Good afternoon, I am once again back down to the river because there's people parked in my usual parking spot and it's 27 degrees. I have a letter that I want to talk to you about today that arrived in my email inbox. Good afternoon, Jeff. Bit of context, I turned 17 in February. I live in an area not too far out from Birmingham where the population is probably 75 to 80% Indian, Pakistani, etc. That point is key later on. Since my birthday, I'd been very keen to learn to drive, contacting various instructors frequently over the last few months. However, I very quickly realised the struggle I was in for when a few issues cropped up fairly early on. One, as my area is 75 to 80% non-white British, that means the vast majority of instructors are too. Although this doesn't bother me, being white British appears to bother them. Several instructors I contacted were very interested and keen to get me enrolled until they knew my name or asked if we could speak in Punjabi. At that point, the narrative very quickly changed to a family-only business and they completely cut me off. Number three, large chains, Bill Plants, the AA, etc. All brilliant on the phone when speaking to the call centre until it came to when they sent you their local instructor's details. Most of these had the same issues as the independents above. The business name was just branding. They work very much the same way as someone going alone. That meant, once again, 75 to 80% of them cut me off and the others were too busy to take me on. Obviously, the above got frustrating, yet I was initially happy to wait for a few months for things to clear up. However, now that we're at that point, the availability that was expected didn't become a reality, largely down to the powers that be trying to ensure that the backlog remains. For example, the DVSA Driver Standards Agency made several changes to the testing system and how long people must wait to apply for another test if they fail. I'll leave a link to these changes summarised here and I'll put that in the links below. But in summary, they're designed to make people wait longer for tests and struggle to rebook another test if they fail first time around. Obviously, if the rate at which people pass decreases, that means the availability for driving instructors reduces, contributing to my issues. And two, examiners have been striking, as just about everyone else has in recent times. These strikes began many months ago over issues such as pay, pensions and redundancy. And although the government could very easily take care of these issues, those strikes are still continuing now, with the next set of dates in my area being late June. Once again, this causes more difficulty for people taking tests, as the strike days cause cancellations and these people are sent straight to the back of the queue to rebook, which is once again a struggle. Logically, if these issues could be solved by our government easily and they're actively choosing to allow strike action to continue, we must question the motives for it. In short, they are trying to stop new motorists joining the roads as much as they can. I'm inclined to agree. Vote. That is a fairly detailed summary of recent events. If you need anything else, please let me know. Also, thanks for what you do. I cannot begin to describe how useful it is for people like myself to have a source where I can direct friends and family to learn about the truth of what's going on right now. And hopefully, the spreading the word can play a part in getting our message heard. I spotted some graffiti with the words "Say no to digital IDs" earlier. So I think people are finally beginning to sit up and take notice. A great letter. Thank you very much for sending that to me. I would like to look into this in more detail. So if you are having problems getting a driving test or getting a driving instructor, please let me know in the comments, because this is not the first one that I've noticed. I've seen that there are issues in Ireland, not just with waiting for driving tests, but even waiting for MOTs. So people that have already got their driving license cannot MOT their car. The MOT comes up in, say, I don't know, end of June, and they phone and say, yeah, my MOT is nearly due, when can you get me in? 3 months time. What do I do with the car then? You can't drive a car with no MOT. So what is going on? Are you having trouble getting a driving license? Are you having trouble getting an MOT? And is all this deliberate to decrease the number of motorists that are on the roads? Quick video, slightly noisy, apologies for that. Lots of stuff to do today. I've got to go to a carol. It's not a carol service, there will be no carols. It's a singing thing at the kids' school. And I've just bought a Vauxhall Amiga that you will see in some of my other videos, and collected the Volvo, which has just been stickered and broke down in the Mercedes-Benz. So a busy day, and my apologies for the short and possibly noisy video. Right, swim time, and then I'm going to the church.
Jeff Buys Cars.
YouTube's most boring car and conversation and current affairs channel.